dealing with a last-minute technical difficulty. So I should just record that so I can put it in every time this happens, you see, because, there we go. Basically, I couldn't get my headphones plugged in. Went from the bulky bits. Really good ones, though. These are badass. The DT770 Biodynamic. Highly, highly, highly recommended. But I have these little clips in here instead because it's a little bit on the warm side today. And yeah, I don't do warm. I do cold. And I can't, of course, I don't have this adjusted into the right space either. Also today, during the stream, I will be enjoying this new beverage, this semi-sweet iced chai latte. And no, I'm not sponsored, but hey, if you want to give me money for talking about your drink, I will hook you up. But seriously, it better be good. I'm not like shilling some crappy drinks. This one's moderately decent. I've never bought chai in a bottle before, though. That's different. That's very, very different for me. So, yeah, new experiences. That's what life's all about. New experiences. Speaking of new experiences, what have we experienced in the last week? Did Twitch just flake out? Are there really 17 people following me already? It just said 1, now it says 17. Somebody raid me and it doesn't tell me. Anyway, whoever's out there in the internet's lands, we have started on this intrepid adventure and we'll move forward. Over this last week, yeah, some crazy stuff. I've been working on the Twitch application. Now it says 32. I bet you there's like nobody watching the stream right now. And Twitch is on, it's gone haywire. What do y'all say? Anybody? Any responses out there? I want to know your opinion on that number. Is it a legitimate statistic or not? Either way, this last week, done a good bit of work on the Twitch application. The Twitch application is the one that does, it pulls some data from this list of Twitter users here. So you can build a text file and add all sorts of Twitter users, like just say Microsoft builds software, for example. Whoops, not fotware, software. And then you can run it. The commands are like find twits find them, twits Cassie, twits config, twits parts. So config, that just gives me a sit rep on my configuration, make sure everything's there. And if it is, boom. Yeah, there we go. So it shows a little snippet of the API keys for the Twitter API. Shows what IP I will be using if I write anything to the Cassandra cluster database. What my export format is, my export file name will be tweeters and then appended with something. And then it's, I don't know what this bit is. Seems like I have a little bit of an error maybe. But it says, did validation pass? Yes, it did. Otherwise, you wouldn't see all this stuff. It listed out these keys. And anyway, it's getting all the stuff from the Twitter's text file, which is what we're looking at right here. So now, if we jump in here and just do go build, we get, what has happened here? That's weird. Let's see if we can do this. Go config, go find them. Yeah, that build's just trippy. So anyway, that pulled from the text file and went through and found Adrian, Lena, Bobby Johnson, Thrashing Code, Microsoft, that one we just added, and a bunch of other ones, right? So that's basically what this program does. Then, if we bounce over here, beep, bop, boop, boop, ba-deep, ba-doop, ba-doop, we can see some of the other stuff we've been doing. I've kind of abstracted things out to different files over the last couple days. Oh, here's our export. That always happens even when you pull from, looks like we have a bug. Yes, indeed. So the XML didn't spit out right, but if we do parse, I bet you we will get an appropriate file. Yeah, let's take a look at that one. Yep, there it is. So basically a string array element to put into XML. I didn't really put it into an XML document because this is something that would inject it into a document. So there we go. And then let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and nuke these. They don't really need to be there. That's our Twits application right now. I'm working on getting a build going, which so far we have a config YAML for Circle CI. And if we bounce out there, we check out the repo. Whoops. There we go. Boom. And then Twits. Here's the repo, and our build is currently building. And I need to update because I'm not really keeping track of this thing through Trello. But there's our builds, blah, blah, blah. We're on number 18 already. So that's all working. I need to wrap it up and package it better for an actual release, which I'll do sometime in the next week or two. Put that out there on GitHub like you do in the releases section, etc. And we'll do that on Twitch over the course of the next week. Now, in addition to that, there is another application that I started just yesterday. I believe it was just yesterday. Let's see here, Twits. Where is it? Has it already hidden it? Let's go in here, then to my account, then repos, and it should be in the top of the list here. Yeah, Twitsin. So 22 hours ago, yesterday on the stream, we started this. We got a build going for it, which currently is passing. Okay. And then bounce back here. Yeah, one of the commits was actually done during a raid, which is awesome. Okay, and then let's see here. We got Circle CI build there, of course. And it's just got some basic stuff, but the idea is, let's see if we can go look at the command and actually point to what it does. So it's basically going to be twitsin config, which is the same thing as the twits config. It shows you what is in the configuration. And instead of just poking around here, let's actually open it up. Twitsin in this window. There we go. Nyan Cat getting it opening up for us. All right. Then we have a few commands. We can just do twits, which will show us the actual help documentation right there. So this is an example, like you type twitsin followers and then an actual Twitter account, and it'll list out the followers or who that account is following, etc. So basically kind of like almost like just a research against a single account that you can do via the CLI instead of having to go out to the web. So just a little helpful application that I intend to use to help me coordinate some things that I'm working on. All right. So that is the Twitsin application. And then one of the other things that I've been working on pretty diligently, I think I'm going to put an episode or two extra into the queue over the next couple days, is this Cassie schema migrator. All right, so this app, and actually, where'd the other one go? This truck service base, these two different things I'm working on. So the Cassie schema migrator is a .NET C# application. It's a CLI, just like most of the stuff I've been doing these days, writing CLIs. And what I'm trying to do is build out, let me rephrase that. I'm not trying to. What I am building and working with Kuskaman and prospectively some other people, if you would like to join in, feel free. I'm building a schema migration tool for Apache Cassandra that will extend to DataStax Enterprise eventually and do everything from graph migrations to Kafka migrations, you name it. Whole bunch of stuff. It's gonna be a solid solid bunch of awesome functionality. So as I talk, let's do one more important Friday activity here. Let's get some tunes going. How's that sound? Yeah? No, you can't hear it? Can't hear it? How about now? Yeah. It's sounding pretty good. If it gets too loud, let me know. I'll cut it down some. But right now, as the little warning message of exuberance says, chin up, eyes forward, show us your war face today. All right, whatever. That's my war face. The look of resignation. What? War? For what? Anyway. So that's all set. We're ready to go there. I guess everybody plays War on this free website, so that's what the thing is, right? That's why. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, I click on one thing, I see a tweet, and it looks like the Grand Isles are about cut off. Check this out. The water is coming ashore. That's in the New Orleans area, by the way, if you don't know. So Hurricane Barry or whatever it's called, it's going to start kicking New Orleans ass again, unfortunately. Wild Genie, welcome to the stream and welcome to the mosh pit. Just looking through some stuff here. Kind of wrapping up the week and, you know, all that kind of jazz. It's Friday, so just kind of being chill, doing the thing. So I'm always curious about New Orleans area because, hey, thanks for the bit, the single bit. You are now the boss of bits. Yeah, so I'm always looking into this though, because I used to live in New Orleans. Sat on the porch through a couple hurricanes. Not through the whole hurricane. Like I sat on the porch during the eye of the hurricane, so I'm not, batshit insane. It was an experience, let me tell you. The eye of the hurricane is one of the most serene, chill moments you will ever experience in your life if you get to sit through one. But I would say do not go look for them, especially in this day and age. Let's see. And I mainly say because in this day and age, because like we know when the hurricane's coming. Don't go do it. Okay. Well, anyway, craziness aside, get back into some of this other stuff I'm working on. That's a pretty chill song. All right. So the Cassie Schema Migrator, I have the build out here on Azure Pipelines, crunching away. And then I have the issues and some other badges there just for easy reference to get into a good first issue or just check out the issues or add or contribute an issue if you want to do that. And, of course, contributions, as it says there on the badge, are very, very welcome. Right now, pretty close in the next session, we will be getting... I thought it was going to be the last session, but it's definitely going to be the next session. I ended up kind of getting off in the weeds the last time, but next session, we should be getting some actual functionality, issuing CQL commands that are the migrations themselves against a Cassandra node. And then shortly thereafter, probably in the next session or two, we'll start to dig into DataStax Enterprise and look at some of the graph store, time series, geo queries, all that kind of stuff, and look at the type of schema that you want to have for those types of data models. All right, so there's our nice good build in Azure DevOps, which is up right now. That's always nice. And so that's Truck Service Base. That is an application that Christina and I at DataStax are working on. So I'm going to pull up Twitch and show you that channel here real quick. DataStax Devs. There we go. Oh, look, they're hosting me. Yoo-hoo! All right, so I think we have some events listed here. Yep. So the next one is Monday, where Eric and myself, yours truly, will be digging into the killer video front end that's built on Node.js. We're working on some GraphQL hacks to replace the what was an older framework that we were using, let's just say, whatever it was. And we're replacing it with GraphQL for queries, back and forth, some other interactions. So then on Wednesday, I have the next DataStax C# hour. Now, one thing about that, and I'm thinking right now, and if anybody wants to give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, they don't care, whatever. I'd love to know your opinion on, should I add an additional session and get more done next week on the Cassandra schema migrator? And then the following week, I already have this one scheduled too, where Christina and I will be getting back into the Geo app, trucks application. That's like a food finder application. And this is the Go backend services using Mux, some other frameworks and such. And I just got that done running a multi-stage Docker file right here too, which is pretty awesome. So we build the base image, do a Go test, then move from that to the next point where we set up we run an actual build here. And then we set up the actual base image and run the individual executable for the service itself. So that is currently what I got going on, all those things, and what I have been doing the last week on the Twitch episodes. So, let's see here. Now the question is what do we do today for Friday? One thing I just remembered I gotta do. I have to finish mailing some mail. Oh, I wonder if...
As opposed to like getting the sound, because I think...
Oh, I just opened a bunch of things. Give me a second here.
If I was gonna paint the sandwich, I feel like I should use the food. I feel like I should use the sandwich to paint the sandwich, right?
What is she talking about? I don't know.
If I take a bite, then it's
Who else is working on stuff? Let's see. Dan Drum Store. Oh, bother. And I Develop Things. What is I Develop Things doing? Oh, we'll watch the ad for just a second. Laravel View, building the deals process in our new personal project. Oh, he's building this over here, I guess. Nobody else is doing anything. I guess everybody's out. It's Friday. They're gone. Oh, that's all good. So let's dig in here. And let's get into, what are we going to get into here? Yep, Twitzin. That's what I want to get into. Let's open up another. Oh, wait, we want to do this. Oops. And open up Twits. I'm going to do that in a new window. Then I'll keep that off to the side here. Followers. Let's do this first. Let's try to get this wired up. Yeah, so in our helpers, let's do a, we need to get the, oh I know, let's do a folder. Let's call this auth. And then here, set up a Go file. We'll just call it, well, yeah, we'll just call it auth. Whoops. Like that. Add it. And then we want to, it's here, import. And we're going to write a get bearer token function. Bearer token. Consumer key. Consumer secret. As be strings. And then we want to return a string with an error. The string will be the token. Request, oops, error. We're going to use HTTP, make a new request. And this request is going to go out and get us our bearer token. It needs to be a post type, or a post action, so post verb, right? Then from there, let's see here, HTTPS, api.twitter.com / what is, there we go, OAuth 2, I didn't type it right, OAuth 2, and then token. And that is the URI that returns a Twitter token when you're trying to work against the Twitter API. All right, so then next thing, strings dot new, new reader, and they want to get the grant type value, client credentials, and then we'll put that wrapped into there. Okay, so then let's do check, or helpers check, yikes, helpers check error, and then or do we want to do a custom message there? I don't know, I feel like maybe I need to do a little bit more here. Let's do something a little more specific, maybe. No, that's fine. Let's leave that in there. So and then we want a base 64 token, and we're gonna get that out of base 64 standard encoding encode to string, right? Yeah, and then that's gonna be a byte array, and format string print, format that, which is gonna be %s. Yeah, that's what it'll be in the returned thing that needs to be parsed like this. Secret. So basically we're putting consumer key colon consumer secret, right? And we're putting it into a string reader so that it's formatted into the byte array, which would then encode it to a string, do base 64 encoding upon it, etc. That almost sounds complicated, but it's just a few steps, and it's kind of wrapped into the one line of code there. Then let's take the request, and in the header, and we're doing that so that we can send it the base 64 encoded consumer key and consumer secret. Those are the two pieces that Twitter needs to be able to return a valid token back to be able to, so you can interact with the API. So that's your header. We want to add the authorization key value set in the header. So then basic should be, oops, what did I do? Shit. Oh, there we go. Plus B64 token that we just put together. So that's, as you can see, is doing authorization, and it says basic, and then it passes those two pieces concatenated to the basic part as the value. The key is authorization. So then request header dot add. Let's see, we need to do it. Oops. We need to do a content type. And that's going to be application slash x www form.url encoded car set UTF 8. So we have our character set then. Yeah, what do we need to do? All right. So let's do response. We'll get that back from the HTTP something. Default client. Why do? Anyway, it sends a request. All right, so now we need to do helpers again. Check and then we need to do something here. So I think we need to defer it. And look at the response body dot close. So that's what needs to be done when we're done dorking around with it. So then we need to do. Let's actually do. So here's the request. Let's do this. Method. We're going to call this build base 64 token. This will be request. Yes, exactly. And then we need to do return request. Oh wait, yeah, we don't need to do that because we set a pointer to it, so we're actually decorating it from this function. Oh, that's not good coding practice. So we actually probably want to take that out. Actually, not build. Let's rename it to say what it's actually doing. So we'll refactor, rename, and say decorate base 64 token. There we go. It's not super descriptive either. That's moderately frustrating, but we do want it to be internal because we're just going to use it here. And that'll give us our request for this. Okay. Where else do we use that though? Here. We set up a new request for that. We set it with this. And okay. Maybe we can do refactor, extract, method, setup, request, bearer token request. Yeah, like that. What does that need? Is that gonna work? No, that's not gonna work. Okay, put this back. Actually, yeah, let's do that. We're gonna do the refactor, extract, method. what should I actually call it? Initiate bearer token. Whoops. Shit. Initiate bearer token request. There we go. And this is going to be. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Yep, okay, so that'll work. I'm gonna take this out though, like so. And this, because it's gonna handle the error. Alright. Thank you for the follow. Nothing else matters. And welcome to the Mosh Pit stream of code. Just getting some Go written right now. And drinking some weird chai stuff. Iced chai. Semi-sweet. Whatever that means. Alright, so then we have... Okay, we have these. We initiate bearer token request. Then with that request, we decorate basics for token. We're actually doing more though, aren't we? Build. Let's actually call it. Yeah, I'm going to refactor it again. Rename it one more time. Yeah, we'll call it build. Token request headers. There we go. Okay. So now this happens and we set up defer and I'm gonna write out the rest of this and see where we get. So we need to do a little struct here and we'll call this access token. Those are tildes, not single quotes. That's double quotes, like so. And then let's see here, we got okay, we're gonna set up a decoder. There goes JSON.new decoder. Put the response body into there. We're going to decode that, okay, because it should be JSON that we get back from the Twitter API. Then we're going to return empty string format dot f. It's error parsing JSON in token response, and then we'll print out the message tilde plus v in append format and dump the error into there for it to act on. And then we need to do v access token equals nada, right? Then return format dot error f again. And here we'll say token response does not have access token. So that helps us with a little bit of the stuff. How do I do? Oh, but I don't have an error there. Okay, and then return v.access token and nil. Now, somebody unhandled error. Oh, let's handle that error. Nah, just whatever. I'll leave it there for now. And then, okay, give me a second. I gotta kill this song. This is not on my listen to song list for sure. If I wanted to listen to 8-bit stuff, I'd pick the 8-bit category, not the rock category. Okay. Now we need to, what do we need to do now? We need to, okay, so get bearer token. So let's figure out, go Twitter. Yeah, this is what I'm using. So I just want to look at whatever. Okay. See messages, demuck, stopping pitfalls. Okay. Let's have one that's called Twitter. Twittering. There we go. Alright, so in here, I'm going to have a func, and then call it setup connection twitter.client. Like so. And then for the import, oh, what is it? Let's see. github.com/dghub bull go Twitter -Twitter. All right. And then take our access token here, IER bearer token, and do, what did I just call it? Auth. Get bearer token. Make code. Is that how you say it? MK code. How you doing? Or Mike code. So get bearer token, and then viper.get string. What do we call it? We call it API. Uh-oh, what do we call it? We didn't put it in here. We had it in the... Oh yes, we're getting it from the Viper config. So it will be a Viper config setting, which how are we gonna do that? Oh, MK. Okay, cool. I can handle that. All right, so did I already do my... I did bind them here. So I should be able to refer to them and get them. So API key, and then API secret Viper dot. Hey, thanks for the follow, MK Code. Glad to have you here. We are just getting into this today. We do it all the time, almost every day. So I guess not all the time, just most of the time. And this weekend, I'll be doing some music production and putting together some metal. So that should be seriously kick-ass. But right now, just working on an app, a CLI app in Go that will pull some data whenever we issue it to do so. So hopefully we get to that point today, here in just a few minutes. So API key, API secret. So you're already halfway there. We wrote a line of code. So let's check the error. Okay, and now we're going to do config. Let's set up this to auth 2. Config. I'm going to put that sucker together. And then token. And again, OAuth 2.token. And here we're going to get this. Build it as such. Access token. Access token. Okay. Oh yeah, this is part of the, was it the golang.org x OAuth. Damn it, can't spell auth for nothing today. OAuth 2. There we go. And let's sync packages. Sync packages. I can't talk. Sync packages. Here we go. And sync this one. And then I'm suspecting it wants to sort these suckers. What is this deal? Why are you not syncing? Oh shit. DG. Hubble. Let's try that one. Yeah. No. What am I typing wrong here? GitHub.com. DG Hubble. Go Twitter. Well, something's up. I'll get that figured out in a little bit. I'm going to finish this little function though. So then we need to set up the HTTP client. And that's going to be config.client context.background. Oops. Thanks for putting that there for me, JetBrains. And then token, and then we're going to return the client. So that's setting up our connection. Except it doesn't, yeah. Huh. Anyway, keep moving forward here. Does it say anything? It's back unresolved. Nope. Right, so what the frick? Frickin' frick. Yeah, what the hell? Let's take a look. Go Twitter. Yeah, DG Hubble. Got modules set up, so it should just sync it, pull it in. Settings. Go. Oops. Yeah, enabled modules, vendoring mode. Well, let's try it. Let's try go. Whoops, what happened? Oh, there we go. Go get github.com/DG Hubble. Go Twitter/Twitter. Say add dot import alias. Add import alias. No. Let's do this. Let's just adding auth and let's add a directory for this stuff. There we go. All right. And that shouldn't change anything. I just wanted to do that for organizational purposes. But still tripping on that. So I'm going to just close this for a second and reopen it again. So bear with me here. Sometimes, like what the hell? What is this fussing about? Oh yeah, let's do client. Oh yeah, I don't even know what I was doing here. Why am I doing that? Oh no, wait, I needed to do that. Oh, I didn't finish this function. HTTP client. Right. And then I need to set up the client based on, where's my asterisk? There it is. Twitter dot new client. And then we'll put in the HTTP client in there so it can work off of that. And then that's what I was trying to do. All right. Okay. So let's do followers first. Followers for do this and then change this to a format type. Do a new line on the end, and then let's do viper.getString. Oh shit, getString. And then account, I think it was. From the config YAML. Yeah, account. And then here I want to have twittering dot let's actually make this lowercase. I don't want it to bleed out everywhere. Do twittering dot get followers like that, and then we're going to pass in. Oops. Well, let's do this. Count is equal to viper.getString. I'll just yank it out of here. There we go. And then this will be account. And I want to see about the refactoring capability of JetBrains GoLand here, which should be badass as always. And then this is just going to be the result, which is, I don't know what the result is right now, but we'll do that. Oh, and actually let's var result string such. Oh, like I don't get to. What? No. I should be able to do. Oh well, let's do this. Get followers. Twitter user. Something like that. Oh, actually, we'll do this. We'll do account string. Like that. And then return nothing so far. But really, let's do a string array. Here we go. Oh, that's why it's flicking out, because I wasn't assigning it. I was assigning it, creating it. Different things altogether. Okay, and then format print line result. I think that'll just spit out the whole array once we get it. So that's nice and simple for that. But now we need to go in here. Now let's figure out what we're doing. So just put test for the moment. Oh. Maybe this test 2. No, forget how to. Oh, this is what I want to do right here. Pin and teller. There we go. Okay. So then, if we do, let's duplicate that, and then say, Twitson followers. And I don't think it'll have the environment variable, so. Hey, what? Huh. That's not entirely what I expected. Get followers. Followers. Oh. There we go. Oh, did this wrong. Oops. Get this right. Of course, it needs the actual command. Oh, let's try it. Yeah, okay, cool. So then what I want to do, I want to do do a lookup param. And then let's do and Twitter dot status lookup params, user lookup params. That's what we're gonna do. And then we want to say screen name, then count, right? Should work, I think. And then followers. Whoops. Let's go back and look at this. List params. So then here, how do you get Twitter? Oh, okay. Ah, I like this. I don't think I need that. I need this. Setup, connection, client. Boom. Things are getting nice. So and then followers, response, da, 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 da. Okay. That, and then return should be followers. I don't know what that is. Can I use that type followers? Oh. There we go. All right. So what does that give me though? Followers dot. There's the array. That's what I really needed. Return. Well, I guess, okay. So I'll do that. What's this fussing about? Oh. Derp. There we go. What is this fussing about? Oh, what did I... How are they doing that here? So, follow param list. Oh, it's just this. Snap. Okay. But... Oh yeah, because I'm doing it as myself. I'm like auth as myself. That's what makes that work. So let's ignore that. We'll do helpers Check error. Here we go. That doesn't even need to be there. Oh, but I guess. Yeah, it's not the one you pass in then. No, it's not building the right version. All right. What is the deal? Followers. Oh yeah, it wouldn't build then. And we'll mess with that in a minute, so. Oh, maybe I need to update my key. All right, well, we got to the point where we are accessing the bearer token, so we can troubleshoot that later. Anyway, for the time being, though, I'm going to log off. So who should we raid? Let's see here. Who's out there interneting right now? Jitspo. Jitspo's out there hacking on stuff.
Yeah, it's obviously.
Cool. So let's raid Jitspo. All right. We're going to be getting into that in just a second. So join the raid, and until next time. And here we go.